Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Blue Exorcist Chapter 109, making this the 10th chapter of SSC. Yay! When we last left off, the True Cross had finally captured Satan as Yuri tried to escape with him, but they were found. Then we found out that Yuri was pregnant with the Okumura twins. Still don't know how they got the last name Okumura, by the way, given there's no Okumura anywhere in their backstory. But anyway, we might find that out this month. And as she started to give birth to the twins, Shiro had gotten the Koma sword from Ryuji's dad that we saw way back in the Kyoto arc. And yeah, that leads us into this month. Before we go into the chapter itself, though, just a reminder, I have my 2019 spring anime review straw poll in the description down below, so go fill that out, then come back and watch the video. Anyway, moving right on into chapter 109, SSC 2317D. We open on Rin, who opens a door into some kind of room, and he feels the rain on his face, and it's raining all over the True Cross town. We cut to some hallway as some guy is walking. It's been 18 hours since her contractions started. The cervix isn't opening and the mother is exhausted. And because of the cradle barrier, they can't give her an injection. She'll die before the babies are born. To be honest, that would be best. Then the barrier would disappear. Or was that Shiro walking? No, that's definitely Rin. Rin has the weird hair now. But Shiro is also in the rain, and he like kind of shields his face in the rain and tries to light a cigarette. Father Fujimoto, and another one of his, I think they're his old henchmen? Or not old henchmen, but old, subordinates. Allow us to accompany you. If you have a death wish, people are going to die in this fight. There aren't many volunteers. Then you need us. I'm a deacon. I can help with a powerful ritual. I'll cover you. And Shiro turns back to him. Why are you so eager? I took a lifelong vow to the True Cross Church, so I should serve a priest like you. I want to learn from you. I want to be strong. And Shiro just can only, sigh at him. Do as you please. I'm short-handed. I won't turn you away. Yeah, yes, sir. And then it's still raining as the guy from before is now running down the hall. Her water broke, and her cervix is fully dilated. She's 4 weeks late, and a full day has passed since she went into labor. I'm tired of waiting. And now we are back to, all of, the True Cross guys are, in front of the room where Yuri is giving birth. It is giving birth. They're ready to go to war against, a couple babies. And, a woman in labor. I don't know if they really need all these troops. Anyway, Child M is larger and will breach first. Child H is alive but underdeveloped. The mother is weak and may be unable to birth Child H. Beware of Child M. And we have, an intentional look at Rin at Beware of Child M. Anything could happen. So be prepared. Commence Operation Blue Lightning. And we see all of the True Cross guys, standing there, ready to go in. We hear, Yuri's labor pains. She's still crying out as all kinds of people from all kinds of, holy men from all different faiths. We have, Catholics, and I think these are supposed to be Muslim, maybe? I don't know. Buddhists. What looks like a really bad representation of maybe a Native American tribal thing? It's a mess. That's what it is. Anyway, moving on. We see that Yuri is on a bed, of course, surrounded by a ring of street lights as some kind of magic circles surround her as she's screaming out. And Shiro can only watch on. Yuri. And Yuri is still not doing too hot as, I don't know, I guess magic midwives try to help with the birth. Yuri is wheezing in agony and screaming as the exorcists are, still, relaying the situation to each other. The cradle barrier is more active than ever. It's telling us to stay back. Are the doctors safe? But we have to get close. Deploying. Exorcism musical form. What is that? What is the exorcism musical? Is it, I guess someone's gonna like sing an exorcism to the demon children, I guess? I don't know. This is a wild chapter. Anyway, I am a thunder deity, the Gayatri Mantra, who bears the Thunder Mother's voice, all-knowing and all-powerful in heaven. I guess it's just someone like saying a mantra to exorcise the kid, I guess. I don't know. Yuri is still, breathing heavily. Listen to me. We cannot take medical action because of the curse. The doctors are talking to Yuri now. You have to do this on your own. After you give birth, we'll cut the umbilical cord and we can protect you then. But they are going to exorcise your children. Do you understand? No. She's still, still fighting on for our favorite twins. Now, hold on tight and push. And then Yuri starts screaming, no! I'm going. And then Shiro says, I'm going. Don't scream. Push! Open your eyes! And Yuri is, barely holding back a scream now. I'm going. It's back to what Shiro said. To save you. Yuri is still screaming, of course. She's giving birth, of course. I'm not going to wow all of y'all with my phenomenal approximations of a labor scream, because I do not know what that sounds like. I've not exactly been in the room when people give birth, so, Anyway, good. You're doing good. And Yuri is still, breathing heavy. Now keep it up. One more time, and Rin watches on in pain. Yuri is also in pain, of course. I imagine a lot more pain than Rin is in. But anyway. And from there, I think the twins are born? We see a flaming umbilical cord. Yeah, I think Rin is born now. Let me see. Yeah, there's a baby coming. There's like a whole thing of fire. And we see a baby is like that as the fire kind of dissipates. There's a baby left behind. Wah! Ah! I cannot do a baby cry either. I'm not gonna try to do a baby cry. The cradle barrier is gone. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Hasn't been born yet, right? I guess just with Rin being born, they don't need to... I guess because all of Satan's powers were in Rin initially, the cradle barrier is gone. The cradle barrier is gone. Child M belongs to Satan. Get ready. And all of the exorcists ready their weapons. Little baby Rin is still crying. And still crying a lot. And he opens his eyes, and we see Satan's eye in there. And the baby catches fire, and gets onto his hands and knees. We see there is a prayer that come to judge the living and the dead. I think is the Apostles' Creed or the Nicene Creed. I should know that. But anyway, baby Rin glares at the exorcists. And leaps up and screams at the exorcist. This little fucking baby. Alright. And leaps onto this head priest's face. Whoa, whoa, yeah! And President Rin looks on in shock at his baby self's actions. And the baby running through all the exorcists. Run! He's tackling exorcists left and right. But someone grabs it by the umbilical cord, I think, and tosses it to the ground. And some exorcists run at it. Seize it! And they both come at it with their kind of pole looking things. But baby Rin gets back onto his hands and knees and glares at the exorcists, and they all catch fire. And I'm assuming a whole bunch of them just died in this shot right here. Is this streak of fire, cuts through the building. Fall back! And they all kind of, retreat from baby Rin. Whoa. This is bad. The mother's life is in danger. She may not be able to birth the other one. Prepare for a C-section. And adult Rin looks on. Stop. And he's watching his baby self's, path of destruction through the exorcists. I was afraid of this. I was afraid of learning this. I was terrified. I didn't want to waver. I wanted to face it, but I knew it. I never should have been born. And he, like, looks as his baby self, like, is standing upright. At, like, 3 minutes old, he's taking his first step. So, like, that's a precocious baby. He's a precocious murder baby, but he's a precocious baby. I'm having way too much fun with this chapter, given how much horror is going on the page. But, like, it's kind of absurd. Like, it's really good if you, like, take a step back. But, like, flaming murder baby Rin is, like, murdering a bunch of priests. It's a little absurd. But I dig it. I dig it. Anyway. Actually. And he, like, flashes back through his entire life and all the things he did as a kid. All, like, the like, when he attacked that one little boy way back when. Actually, I always knew the truth. If I had never come into this world. And he flashes back to Shiro, like, the day before his death. And then he flashes back to Satan possessing Shiro and Shiro's death. If I didn't exist, it would be better if I'd never been born. And as that, like, realization takes hold, he, like, cracks a little, like, uncertain grin. Now do you finally understand? So just die. Die and be gone. Die! 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 We see, like, the demon half of Rin is, like, acting up, and on the other side is, like, human self. No! Finally! Hehehehe! Ah, 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 ah! My time has come! Huh? And we see, is that his demon heart from Beyond the Snow? Like, is now back outside of his body again. Oh, and there's Mephisto. You sure are a lot of trouble. Mephisto? You can pry open the other dimensional space I created, and you really do have the heart of Satan's bastard child. Good thing it happened in the middle of all that commotion. However, what you have only vaguely feared until now has appeared before your eyes. Does it feel as if a fog has cleared? And then... I'm trying to remember what happened with the heart way back in Beyond the Snow. This is what happens when you take 10 months off to tell a flashback story, and everything else gets left on the wayside. Anyway, so Mephisto, I think, puts the heart back inside Rin. And Rin gets a little, like, woozy, and he falls over, and Mephisto catches him. Oh, dear. In the middle of all this chaos, no one can take care of you. And he picks up the key from Rin's neck, opens the door with it, and throws Rin in the room. So go, off to a place where you can cool your head. And Rin opens his eyes, and he sees the chandelier. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Mother, Father Fujimoto, Yukio. And now we're finally in the present again with Yukio. It's Rin, I think, is still in the past, but we see Yukio at the Illuminati HQ, hanging out, reading a book, and in comes our old favorite problem child, Renzo. He walks in the door. Morning, Teach. Did you sleep well? And Yukio, what do you want? Your test results came in, so the commander wants to speak with you. And that's where we end off. Okay. So this was a wild chapter. It was a fun chapter, but it was a wild chapter. Little demon murder baby Rin murdering people like a demon with his flames. Yeah, it was... I don't know, maybe I'm just, like, not in the headspace to, like, feel the horror of it, but, like, it was a lot, I will say. Yeah, it was a lot. It was just... I don't know if we're actually done with SSC, given that we don't actually know if Rin is back in the present now, when Mephisto tosses him in. There is still a lot we need to see from the past. I have heard that Kato has posted a tweet, like, today or yesterday or something, saying that, like, there is still more to tell from the past. For one thing, we need to know how Lucifer left the True Cross and formed the Illuminati. Though that could very well come at another time. Like, we don't need that right away. That could be a mystery that we keep up in the air for a good long while. But yeah, for now, we know a good chunk of the truth. Um, yeah, yeah, that's a good chunk of the past of how Rin was born. There's still again plenty we don't know. We don't know how Yuri dies. We don't know what happens to how Yukio is born. We don't know how Rin is not exorcised. How Shiro adopts Rin and Yukio. Again, how the Illuminati is formed. There's still all kinds of mysteries that this arc is raised. But I do think we're kind of done for SSC for a while. Or at least maybe we won't call it SSC when we come back to it, but I think we will finally be back in the present. And I am more than happy to get back to the present. You know, SSC was good, but even all through SSC, I was like, we need to get back to the plot. There is still so much going on here in the main story. And, like, all of our characters have been left behind through, you know, the nearly a year we spent in SSC. SSC started in the June 2018 chapter. It is now March of 2019. That was 9 months ago. It will be 10 months until we get between, like, full present set chapters. That's a little much. Still, we got a lot of important backstory out of the way. That's always good. But yeah, this chapter, I have noted SSC at the very least has been very, very dialogue heavy. In case you haven't noticed why my videos have been so long in Blue Exorcist, this one was very much not. It was a lot of screaming. It was a lot of like runs and seize-its. They're like really short little bursts of words. For the most part, it was a much more action-heavy chapter than we've had recently. Of course, the action was just like people getting murdered by little baby Rin. What this is going to do to Rin's psyche now that he's calmed down a little bit, that's going to be incredibly interesting going forward. Seeing just like what now that Rin knows that he killed so many people when he was born, that's going to fuck him up big time. Also, does the chapter title mean that Rin is 17? Because I thought he was still 15 when the series started, and maybe he has turned 16 since then. But there's no way he's 17 already. Anyway, that's really all I have left. This was a lot of a chapter, but, you know, Rin has found out how he was born, and he killed a bunch of people. Flaming demon murder baby Rin. Yeah, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or fill out that straw poll down below, please. Or, you know, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!